Good morning. I'm doing the ISI 1 for EDVL 3334. For this particular lesson, I'll be filming myself as I speak, and I will have the slides going along with this video so you can see the slides that I will be presenting in this lesson. The TEK for my lesson today is a grade 4 TEK. It is TEK 20A3, which concerns adjectives, and these adjectives are descriptive, including purpose, like sleeping bag and frying pan. That is what I'll be discussing today. The objectives for this lesson for content are: I will identify and define descriptive adjectives in a sentence. And our language is: I will orally identify descriptive adjectives, and I will give examples of descriptive adjectives, both orally and written. Good morning, class. Today we are going to do a little bit of an ELAR lesson. Before we start that though, I want to give you a little bit of a brain teaser. I want to give you a bit of a brain workout. Now, as you can see on my slides, I have 3 pictures of dogs. Now, if Miss Erin says, "I see a dog," can you tell me which dog I see? Raise your hand if you think you can tell me. Okay, I'm not seeing any friends raise their hands. Can someone tell me why they can't find the dog that I see? Okay, Maria says it's because they're all dogs. So even though I've told you what kind of animal I see a dog, you can't identify it based on just that description if they're all dogs. So if you're looking for a missing dog, you can't just say, "I'm missing a dog," because then it's hard to find that animal if there's lots of stray dogs out there. So you need a little more information, you need more description. What if I said, "I see the yellow dog"? Can you tell me now which dog I see? Aiden, which dog do you think I see? Aiden says the middle one. Okay, Aiden, why do you think it's the middle one? So Aiden says he thinks it's the middle one because it's the only yellow one. And that's right. It's a dog and it's yellow. It's the only dog that is yellow. So we know that that is the correct dog. That's the dog Miss Gordon sees, right? It's the yellow dog, so it's the one in the middle. Now I want you to just keep this in mind as we're going through this lesson today and see if you can make some connections back to this. Let's do a little think, pair, share. I have 3 phrases up on the board: gray dog, spotted dog, and small dog. Can you talk to your partner about some similarities you notice with all these phrases? Okay, so Maria is saying she notices that they all have the word dog in them, right? So we see dog in every one, that's correct. Maria, what kind of word is dog? No, animal isn't the word I'm looking for. A dog is an animal, but it's not quite the word I'm looking for. Remember, we're looking for ELAR words. What kind of ELAR word is dog? Okay, Jenny, that's right. Dog is a noun. It is a person, place, or, because a noun is a person, place, or what? A thing. Yes, Jenny, that's a thing. And dogs are things, right? They're a thing, specifically an animal, like Maria said. Now, what about the first word? What does that first word do to the second word? Joseph, what do you think that first word is doing? Okay, it's describing the second word. It's describing the dog, right? Like we did in our little brain teaser. Let's see what our next slide says. And so you're exactly right, Joseph. Yes, all of these things are describing the word dog. They're telling us more about the dog that they're talking about in that phrase. There's a gray or a spotted or a small dog. Now I want you to think, pair, share again about these 3 phrases: rain boots, work boots, and snow boots. Okay, Maria, what do you notice? Maria says she notices that all 3 again have a noun. And what's that noun, Maria? Boots. Great. Okay, and Noah, what do you notice about the first words? Are they the same kind of words that we were using last time? No, they're a little different, huh? They're rain and work and snow. Does that really seem like they're describing anything? Well, let's think about it. Who wears work boots, do you think? Right? Maybe construction workers wear boots. Do you think construction workers would wear rain boots when they're working? No, why not? Okay, because you only wear boots, your rain boots, in the rain. Right, Maria? Right, Maricela? Right, so Maricela says we only wear rain boots in the rain. Well, then where do we wear work boots? At work. Good point, Josh. What about snow boots? I know we don't wear snow boots a lot, but where do you think we would wear snow boots? In the snow, yes. So we wear these things for specific times and specific reasons. So then now that we know that, what do you think those words are doing? Do you still think they're not describing? They are, that's right, Noah. They're describing in a kind of different way. They're describing the purpose, right? They're describing the purpose of the noun, of what the noun is doing. Great job. Now when we look at all these words, all of these words are called adjectives. And adjectives describe nouns. They can either be descriptive words like we said, like typical descriptive words where it's like gray, spotted, small. You can kind of see those or taste those or smell those. Or they can describe the purpose. So like for rain, work, and snow. Typically snow isn't a descriptive word, it's a noun. But in this situation, it's an adjective because it describes the purpose. Now let's come up with some adjectives together. What's a noun you guys think we could use for our little lesson? Cake. Awesome one, Josh. Let's use cake. Cake is a great one. I think Josh might be a little hungry. So what's a descriptive word for our cake? Okay, Maricela says chocolate cake. Could you identify a cake based on its flavor, based on chocolate cake? Yes, so that's an awesome descriptive. What about a purpose descriptive? No, not vanilla. It's another kind of regular descriptive word. We are looking for something that it's a specific cake for a reason. We use it at a certain time or a specific purpose, like we said. Okay, a wedding cake. Awesome job, Johnny. So Johnny said a wedding cake. Do you eat wedding cakes all the time? No, you eat them at weddings. That's the purpose of that cake. It's a wedding cake. Awesome. And what about our last one? What's one more? Ice cream cake. Ice cream cake is another excellent one. It can be kind of tricky because maybe you're thinking, oh, you only eat it with ice cream. But no, an ice cream cake is another descriptor. It's a kind of cake, right? It's a specific kind of cake that is made from ice cream. So it's another kind of flavor thing where, oh, I see that one's made of ice cream. That's the cake I want. Okay, now I want you to try with your partner to try and figure out what kind of adjective we have in our little phrase. There is small apple, race car, yellow cat, and baseball field. Can you tell me which ones are which? Okay, Sophia, what do you think small apple is? What kind of adjective do you think small is? Yeah, it's a descriptive adjective. It's describing. It does not really have a purpose. We're not eating the apple at a specific time, or it's a special kind of apple. It's just a small apple. That's how we know what the apple looks like. What about a race car? Jenny, what do you think? Okay. Jenny says she thinks that's a purpose. Do you think that's right, you guys? It is. That's right, friends. So it's a race car. It's a car you use to race. What about yellow cat? That's a tricky one. Think that's a tricky one, friends? Right, so it's another descriptive one. It's just describing what the cat looks like. Let's see if this one will trip you up. Baseball field. What do you think, friends? Right, that's another purpose. It's a field specifically for baseball. Now, if they had said maybe green field, then that would be descriptive, right? It's telling you about the field. But for this one, we know it's a specific purpose. It's a baseball field. You use the field for baseball. Now some quick questions. Why do you think adjectives are important, Maria? So Maria says adjectives are important because it's how we figure out the different types of nouns. What one noun is, what another noun is. Because if you all have a bunch of nouns, so if you have a bunch of dogs, you need to have some adjectives to describe them. Great point. And just so we remember, What are descriptive adjectives? Noah, what's a descriptive adjective? No, I wouldn't necessarily just say it's something about the noun. Let's be a little more specific. What's a descriptive adjective? Yes, Jenny. A descriptive adjective is something that describes the noun. It describes the word. And what about a purpose? What about the descriptive purpose adjective? That's right. It's an adjective that lets us know the purpose of the noun. Awesome job. So let's go over our objectives. Our content is I will identify and define a descriptive adjective in a sentence, which we did, and we'll do that more a little bit later. Language, I will orally identify descriptive adjectives, which we did, and I will give examples of descriptive adjectives both orally and written, which we did, and we will do a